Howdy doody gamers, welcome to RetroCade. We asked people to pick their favorite boss fight in Stellar Blade, and we made a list of it. So this is 10 best boss fights in Stellar Blade.
Who are you?
Altess Levoire Royal Guard, an easy training boss. Every game needs a good boss you can easily pile up on. The first Royal Guard you meet is a great battle to practice on, despite not being the first boss you encounter. She has a limited move, literally only one combo. In order to pull it off, she will need to make direct contact with you. This is the perfect opportunity to practice your parry skills, so don't waste it. If you improve your timing by practicing here, you will have an easier time later with some of the harder bosses. Maelstrom, Vile Abomination. There are 2 Maelstrom bosses in the game. These look straight out of Devil May Cry, with multiple horrid faces covering their bodies. They throw projectiles at you, which you will need to dodge while maintaining a line of fire on their weak spots. This can help you improve your gunplay skills as well as your ability to dodge attacks, making him another great boss to practice on. Tachy, turned bad. The battle against Tachy is a heartbreaking boss battle that forces you to fight against a former friend. Tachy was sent to Earth as the leader of an assault team. As the battle against the Naytiba raged on, she was predicted to secure a victory against their enemy. Unfortunately, things go wrong, and Tachy becomes assimilated by the Naytiba. The fight with Tachy starts off simple enough, but it isn't long before she grows wings and becomes an even tougher enemy to fight. Belial, man's machines turned. The interesting thing about Belial is its origin. Originally designed as a state-of-the-art combat robot, it was left abandoned on Earth. Now contaminated by the Naytiba, rises again as a completely warped and twisted entity that attacks Eve. When Belial first appears, he triggers a quick time event. With 2 razor-sharp cutters for hands, will continue to slash at Eve until enough damage is done for it to lose an arm. This doesn't stop Belial's attack, as it soon replaces its arm and continues to come back from the dead, each time it gets destroyed. Unidentified Naytiba, a Reaper in the flesh. The Unidentified Naytiba appears as a boss fight during the Burning Xion quest. The creature wields powerful scythe-like appendages that rip and tear anything that gets too close. This boss fight is especially difficult because it uses dirty tactics to make a comeback if overwhelmed. Despite the open area where the fight takes place, the Unidentified Naytiba will refuse to let up as it teleports away from your attacks and up close for a sneaky hit. Once defeated, it will reveal its true identity as Raven. Raven will then escape, but you'll meet again.
설마 레거시의
Raven, a mirror match. Gaming is full of mirror characters that challenge the player with an almost equal set of moves and battle styles. Raven is a boss that has many of the same skills as you do, making the fight a true test of who is better in combat. Raven is responsible for what happens to Tachy, so the whole fight feels like getting revenge for your fallen leader. Raven is around the same size as you, so unlike other bosses you can wail on like a punching bag, Raven is quick and requires good parries and timing. Democrawler, Dungeons and Dragons boss. Democrawler looks like something straight out of H.P. Lovecraft, with a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons sprinkled in. You will encounter him in the main storyline during the Eye of the Hurricane quest. The further you get into the fight, the more guns the creature takes out of his body. His second phase is called the Demogorgon, which looks absolutely terrifying. Luckily, the battle isn't too hard with your ranged attacks being able to finish the job. However, the creature's design makes him a great boss to witness.
Full power overcharge ready!
We're like mirrors to each other. Your choice may not bring...
Adam is a survivor who helps Eve and Lily throughout the game. However, he also has the potential to become one of the final bosses. Stellar Blade gives you an important choice, and it's whether or not to merge with Adam and give both the human and Naytiba a chance to survive. If you refuse his hand, he will reject his humanity and fight you because he knows you will interfere. However, if you do merge with him, Adam and Eve will merge into a new entity, but it will result in a new boss taking his place. Providence, mech gone haywire. Providence is a boss fight that occurs if you merge with Adam. He can shoot missiles at you and pick you up with ease. Once you've dealt enough damage though, things begin to get even more interesting. It turns out Eve was just holding back this whole fight in an attempt to not hurt Lily. From this point on, Eve sprouts wings and becomes invincible. Every thrust of her blade is now enough to stagger Providence as your power goes through the roof. Even the health bar disappears during this portion of the fight, making you feel like a god. Elder Naytiba, the final boss. After rejecting Adam's hand, he will transform into a whole new entity. The Elder Naytiba has an angelic appearance, which adds to the number of biblical designs in the game. Like any proper final boss, he has the ability to instantly kill you if you don't prioritize your attacks. He releases a group of angels who must be destroyed before they unleash the devastating attack. The Elder Naytiba is one of the most dangerous bosses you will face, so make sure you prepare accordingly before you pass the point of no return. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.